So I've got this Bolens edger here that I've had for a few months now. It's got everybody's favorite Tecumseh engine on it, 3.5 horsepower. And my guess is that it has carb problems. I haven't gotten into this yet, but I have noticed that it has what appears to be a new throttle linkage on it here for the carburetor. And then it also, if I can get it out with one hand, has a new air filter on it too. So it had either just been recently serviced or it just hasn't been used very much, and it's possible that it hasn't been used all that much. If you look at the condition of the blade, it doesn't look like it has a lot of wear on it. It has a little bit of stuff here on the where the nut is, but that's probably a given. So whenever I pull or take the gas cap off, there isn't any gas in it, which may be a good thing, maybe a bad thing. But when you smell in it, it definitely smells like old gas. So I'm going to take the carburetor off. I never really have a lot of luck saving Tecumseh carburetors. Usually don't like to mess with them. But first off, I'll see if it runs. And secondly, just judging by the stuff that's down here, I'm going to have to take this carb off and at least do a thorough cleaning on it to see if it'll even work. But everything else is good on it. Should be a pretty easy fix. So let me get rolling on it and see what I can find. So first things first, we'll see if it fires on starter fluid and if it's getting spark. And it is, so we'll keep moving on. I'll tear apart the carburetor next. On these Tecumseh engines like this, I found it easiest to just take the whole intake tube off when you take the carburetor off, so you don't have to worry about having to get in here and try and take these bolts off. I just take the whole assembly off and just roll with that, because then it's easier to also take your linkages off here from the throttle, and it's just important to remember how they go back on, because it can get kind of tricky putting these back on if you don't know how to put them back on. So just take note how they're on there before taking your carburetor off. So I took the screws of the intake off, got the intake off, carburetors with it, disconnected the linkages. All I've got to do now is take the intake tube and the gas line off, and this carburetor will be off for us to inspect it. So I broke open the carburetor. It's nowhere near as bad as I thought it was going to be. There's a little bit of buildup in there, but nothing that I can't clean out. You know, a little bit of buildup here in the bowl. Looked like they stored it without gas or with very little gas in it, because again, I've had this a while and nothing's really blocked. I'll clean it out with air, I'll clean it out with carb cleaner, but let me do that next and see if I can get this thing running with this carburetor in it. So I've used carb cleaner on it, blew it out with air, got all the jets and stuff clean on it, got the bowl as clean as I could get it. All that stuff right there is rusted on there, and then clean out the jet too. So let's get this thing back on and let's see if this carburetor's still got some life left. I'll let this edger run. Alright, so we're all back together now. Put everything back on the way that I took it off. Air filter back on. I'm going to put some gas in it and I'm going to see if it'll fire up. So I tried it without starter fluid, trying to prime it, and then ended up needing to get the starter fluid, and with a little help from it, it did fire up. Maybe it'll fire back up here so I can show you all that it's running. Well, it's serving its purpose at the edge of the line here. Put the air filter on it and see if it runs a little bit better. We'll let it run for a little bit and see if it'll smooth out. And I'm also going to check to make sure it'll start on a cold start as well tomorrow. But not running too bad. But I got this little edger back running. Had it under the house. It only took me about 45 minutes or so. And a little bit different than what I usually work on, but same concept, same engine. Happy that it's running. I'll keep it going to see if this carburetor will hold up before I sell it, or I might even decide to try and keep this. I don't have an edger for myself. Well, until now. Again, hope y'all found this informative. Cleaning out this Tecumseh carburetor. Everybody has their strife with the Tecumsehs. For the most part, you can keep the carburetors clean on them, and if the primer bulbs don't go out, they're not bad little engines. I've yet to see one come by me that's been blown up. So, again, thank y'all for watching.